Welcome to Gynarky.io. We are an organization dedicated to female-led relationships, female-led communities, and female-led projects of all kinds. Our focus is on art, education, and community by and for dominant women and the submissives who love us. Our projects include movies, books, classes, podcasts, and NFT art collections, as well as physical gathering places such as Cathexis House and the forthcoming Temple of the Dark Goddess. And there are virtual counterparts being constructed in the metaverse for our growing online community. What is Gynarky? It is a society led by women, but more than that, it's a kind of underground religion with its own norms and moral guidelines, one that combines the kinky sexuality of femdom with the social and political fire of feminism and the spiritual zeal of goddess worship and witchcraft. Gynarky is for those who think feminism doesn't go far enough. The IO stands for Input-Output. Women input our plans, visions, desires, and needs, and our submissives feed those through their own sets of skills, knowledge, resources, and their willingness to serve in order to output results. Input, output. Take a look around the website at what we're doing, what we're working on now, and join us on a mission to celebrate the leadership and power of women. Our first stop is the Viola Volturine collection. Gynarky.io is funding our larger social and artistic endeavors through investments from our community in NFT collectible art. Our first collection is a series of portraits by women artists of me, the Gynarky.io author, filmmaker, lifestyle femdom, and FLR trainer, Ms. Viola Vulturine. This Genesis collection will be used to fund the continuation of Cathexis House, my 24/7 DS household and meeting place. It's where I work and live and where I hold my gatherings, my events, my classes, my experiments, and so much more. Those who purchase these NFTs will be invited into our online Cathexis House community and will be given priority access to the new Renee Lane collection. This second collection will then be used to raise production funds for the movie Finding Love, which is based on the book written by Ms. Renee Lane with a screenplay by the well-known Guinevere Turner. Having myself become discouraged at the pace of funding through the traditional investments and distribution routes, I found a new way to raise funds which brings a whole new audience in while rewarding our current audience. So what are NFTs? Simply put, they are any digital collectibles for which ownership can be verified immutably on the blockchain forever, while still maintaining relative anonymity for the owners. Your NFT rests in your digital wallet, which need not have a connection to your name or any of your particulars. When resold, often at a profit, a royalty fee can be sent automatically to the person who created it. In addition to owning the digital art or collectible, you can use NFTs for various utilities, such as access to event tickets or to a particular community, physical collectibles, and priority access to the sale of even more valuable digital collectibles. All owners of the Viola Voltering collection, for example, will have access to our private online community, will receive surprise airdrops from our collaborators, and will be on the exclusive pre-sale list for the Renee Lane collection, which will be of higher value and have a lot more benefits attached, including its very own currency. In addition, there will be many projects that will not be made public, but will only be available to our extended community. These and a number of future NFT projects celebrate specific dominant women and will focus on that woman's particular goals. They'll be available exclusively through Gynarky.io. Holders of this Genesis collection have priority access to all future collections, as a reward for showing your support from the very beginning. And all collectors are given limited reproduction rights to make prints of the work in any format, as long as you credit the artists. So what about our online community? In terms of the world of NFTs, we are taking an unusual approach with our Discord server. Most projects open their server to the public in order to create interest in their NFTs. Our Cathexis House server has already existed for a couple of years now, and it has a small, established community within it already. We will only open it to those who contribute to that community in some way. So that means our NFT holders, subs that are in training, collaborators, and our close friends. We want to keep it intimate, and we want community members to feel safe and comfortable to discuss anything and everything. The Cathexis House server will never be open to the public, and we will use social media such as Twitter for more public discourse. Cathexis House server hosts regular audio chats and watch parties, and it's a place for hanging out and for elaborate philosophical discussions. Starting with our first collection, it will also be a place to discuss our roadmap and to offer access to additional drops available only to our community. Our members get to discuss and even vote on the direction of our organization. So what does this project support? Our first collection serves several goals. First, we want to make sure that our team has an initial run with a relatively straightforward NFT launch, so we have the experience to deliver on all of the things we promise with the second project. This is our Genesis NFT endeavor. We hope to gather friends and collaborators along the way. Most urgently, this comes at a crucial time for Cathexis House, our 24/7 DS household and meeting place. This is very personal for me. For 4 years, we have rented our lovely headquarters in Colorado, and now the owner wants to sell. We can either buy the property or likely will need to vacate our home sweet home. Given that I have a 10-year-old daughter who is autistic, big changes like moving involve this added layer of trauma and stress that no kid deserves. We want to stay, but our landlord wants to make money. So, if we can raise the down payment, we won't have to leave. This project is critical for us to continue our work uninterrupted here at Cathexis House. Finally, the artists I've chosen to do these portraits aren't accustomed to getting royalties on their work. Typically, they make a one-time fee for commissions. So beyond the commission fees that we've already paid them, rates that were set by each of the artists for commercial use of their work, we will be giving back 10% of the sales to them while helping to onboard them into the NFT space so that they can start their own collections. We like to support women artists. Beyond supporting these artists and saving our Cathexis House, we have some core values that we want every Gynarky IO NFT collection to include, and that is to empower women to take on strong leadership roles in their relationships, in their work, and in the future of the internet, which is Web3. We want to bring many more women into the crypto and NFT communities where they are currently vastly outnumbered by men. I want this to provide a friendly, safe entry point for women. We also want to represent the underrepresented and misrepresented FLR community and create understanding and acceptance of FLR and DS as a relationship preference. We want to celebrate real-life dominant women who defy cultural norms and stereotypes in order to live authentically as themselves. And, on the flip side, we want to end stigma and discrimination against submissive men and appreciate them as strong and evolved and desired. We want to nurture a community where women and femmes feel powerful and supported, and where men feel free to let go of toxic gender norms and let women take the reins. And finally, we want to be transparent in all of our dealings and outline the benefits and risks of each of these projects to communicate well with NFT collectors and token holders. I am fully doxxed. This is my real name, Viola Vulturine, and you can confirm that I run an FLR household and I am a real-life FLR activist as well as an author and a filmmaker, and I founded Art Vamp Films back in 2000. So here I am. This is me, the real me. You'll see my real face, hear my real voice. I am fully doxxed, so I take full responsibility for following through on everything that we promise. So let's talk about the roadmap as it stands right now. Right now we have a 2-year roadmap that includes 4 very exciting projects. Phase 1, the Viola Voltering collection. This is our genesis, a small collection of NFTs featuring 4 women artists from the US, Venezuela, and the Ukraine, creating portraits of me, Viola Vulturine, based on 2 of my photographs. The proceeds from this collection will allow me to raise a down payment to buy the famed cathexis house, where I and my subs currently live and host our gatherings. As I've said, if we're unable to buy from the current owner, we will be forced to move out of our beloved home. Collectors will get access to our online Cathexis House Discord server and priority access on the pre-sale list for the following collections. Collection number 2 is the Renee Lane collection. We are using this to get the rest of the funding for our feature-length movie Finding Love, which was written by Renee Lane with the screenplay by Guinevere Turner, who worked on the screenplay for American Psycho, worked on The L Word, wrote The Notorious Betty Page, among other great projects. And you can find out more about the movie by going to findinglovethemovie.com. Phase 3 is a project I'm very excited about. It's called The Company Keys. This is a collection of keys which allows collectors to find real hidden treasures that are locked at specific latitudes and longitudes around the entire planet. We have places in Australia, Netherlands, and all over the US, among other places. And this will gain you access to the company, a worldwide secret society of dominant women and pre-vetted submissives. This includes events at the Temple of the Dark Goddess, in real life and in our virtual spaces. Phase 4 is what I like to call the Gynarky metaverse. Exclusive access for all NFT holders to the virtual temple of the Dark Goddess and to our cathexis cinema within the Queendom metaverse, which you can find at queendom.io. We are developing a space within this particular metaverse to celebrate women in film and to meet our community for special events and gatherings. You can attend everything from film festivals centering women and non-binary filmmakers to elaborate rituals within our hidden temple space. And that's what we have planned for the next 2 years. There will be more, and there will be other women, other dominant women that we will feature in our NFT collections that will have their own goals and their own ideas about what to do through the offerings of NFT art. And do please check out the white paper for the Renee Lane collection, which is on gynarky.io. It will give you a full explanation of the currency that we're creating and all of the benefits of owning the Renee Lane collection. Okay, super bonus benefit here. If you have already contributed to our crowdfunding campaign in an amount over $1,000, then you can get a free airdrop of one of the Viola Vulturine collection NFTs. All you have to do is send me an email from the address which you used to make your contribution and send me your public wallet address for an Ethereum wallet account. And if you're not familiar with crypto, your wallet is where you will keep your funds and your NFTs, and your wallet address is how those things are traded back and forth. Also, the owners of the 10 special edition golden halos that you will see on the website and the 3 animated images will be entered in a drawing to receive the hand-painted originals of your NFT. So you'll have the physical, one-of-a-kind artwork on hand if you win those drawings. All right, so just to recap, you buy the NFTs, You get access to the community. You get access to all of these new corridors, these new doorways into the Gynarky IO world. And that includes real life events, that includes metaverse events, that includes digital collectibles, that includes an upcoming currency for which you can use on things like tickets to events, media like video and audio, and physical objects, fetish gear, props from the movie. All sorts of doors will open to you. So collect now. You can be one of the first to get in on the collection before the launch party to the public by going to gynarky.io. All right. Thank you for listening. This has been a very different podcast than usual, but this has been a big project that I've put a lot of heart into and a lot of soul into, and I'm very proud of, and I hope that you will join me in our growing community.